filmmaking, editing. I just love making videos.
Breathe.
I think I created like first videos where I just put a camera up. I was like 9, 10 years old, put a camera up, and I tried to recreate the show iCarly.
How have you been, guys? My name's Brownie, and I'm back.
Our audience is literally like people that didn't even know they like fitness content, but they watch the videos and they're like, wait, I want to see how many push-ups I can do in 30 seconds.
Everyone knows you as Stan Brownie, right? That's not your real last name, no?
Oh, I'm interrogated right now. That's good.
3 tips how to make a perfect YouTube video.
Ooh, I think if I would go with the basic 3 rules that will make you successful and get you closer to your goals, I would say
Oh, shit. So,
How are you feeling? Are you tired?
I'm tired.
Okay. We are starting at
same.
9:30 p.m.
What time is that for you?
Well, right now back home it is 3:30.
4:30 for us. You're an hour behind.
Yes,
Or
I
so.
am. Correct.
For
Good job.
For me, it would be 1 hour later. So
That's it?
So it feels like 10 for you?
yeah, so no difference. No difference.
Cool.
You had
Good.
a lucky 55-minute flight.
55-minute flight, easiest flight. I love London for that reason only.
Love that for you. Had an 8 hour and then 2 hours on the runway and then
did-
2 hours in traffic to get to the hotel.
Did you
That's
sleep on the
brutal.
flight?
Dude, I finally, I suck at sleeping on planes, but
Same.
I took some melatonin
Same.
and I knocked out as soon as we took off. And then they woke me up to get a drink. Like, dude, if I'm sleeping, don't wake me up.
Yeah, I thought that was like common courtesy, like leave the guy sleeping.
The
if you're
woman on
sleeping.
the side of me, to be fair, it wasn't the flight attendant. She was like,
oh.
you want it? I was like, anyways, I told him no, and I tried going back to sleep. I didn't sleep the rest of the flight.
See, because what would have kept me up was how frustrated I am at the person that just woke me
Yeah.
up. So that would be like the reason why I'm like still up, because I'm thinking about that. Yeah, that would be annoying, man.
I can't sleep on planes either, so I think that's already an achievement for like a 1 hour sleep. Like, was it 1 hour, 2 hours?
1 hour, and
1
so
hour.
I was trying to power through. It was supposed to be a rest day anyway, but then honestly, I didn't know it was today. I thought it was tomorrow. Our the vlog and pod. He was like, "I'm getting here at 4 p.m."
Yeah,
He's
you
like,
had a rough day.
"He's
You
like,
had
hey,
a rough day.
We're potting at 5." I was like, "Today?"
yeah.
I'm feeling Friday. I mean, you have a rough day.
Yeah, no, it's fine though. Feeling good
Do
though.
these things, man. And I upgraded my flight for the first time on like a lay down bed.
Oh,
Yeah, I
business
got-
class.
Yeah, no, it's
Damn.
fancy, man.
Fancy.
3-course meal, they cater
Was
to
it-
you. I had 1L. I was the first seat.
You know, everybody on international flights gets a meal, right?
Oh well, it was just like better.
You got
meals.
better meals.
Yeah,
Yeah,
better.
yeah.
meals.
But I was
everyone
watching,
gets,
I was
yeah.
watching his stories like, I got meals. I was like, everybody gets meals.
Yeah, whatever. You know how it is.
Flexing
You
on
know,
no
I was
one.
flexing. Yeah, the dude like threw out like a nice towel, and then gave me like appetizer, and then shrimp, and then I had shrimp and bread and something else, and I was just like,
But you upgraded because there was still space last minute.
I was upgrading because I'm bad on sleeping on flights, and I knew the situation I was going to be in, and I really wanted to get some rest.
Worth it. Was it worth it?
Considering the way we got the upgrade, I'd say the price. I just had to use some miles and then pay like a decent chunk, but nothing near like what their the original upgrade was. The original upgrade was like $4,000 or $3,000 or something stupid.
If you get bumped up,
I paid
or
$500.
like
Yeah.
maybe you pay like
Good deal.
$100
Yeah, I
bucks
could
to
do
get the first class upgrade, then it's worth it. I would never pay first class. I won't.
Yeah,
No.
it's ridiculous.
I don't need it.
Unless you're going to like,
Unless I'm going
Japan.
to Australia or something like
That's
14
when I
hours.
got it to Japan.
Yeah.
Exactly that.
Yeah.
Or for
that's-
me, Australia. Yeah.
Still,
what
man,
makes
that's
it.
like $15,000 probably. Then
Yeah, but
maybe that's
you
crazy.
shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that. You should just wait. If there's space, I mean, if you're lucky, there's space left, and then last minute. But I mean, I fly too much, so I try to do that, but I'm not gonna waste money. Too much money
yeah,
on
15 grand is ridiculous.
No.
But that's what it goes up there for like.
I would just look at that number and be like, I'm not paying this, and then sit through the flight, and at the end be like, I just saved 15K.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, yeah, that's how I think about it.
Raw dog it.
Before we get too far, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Think With a Pump, where we get the pump and then we pod. We just got the pump, and we'll talk more about that. But Luke, you want to introduce our guest?
We got Stan Brownie, the one and only, 10 million plus on YouTube.
We hit it recently together with my team, and we celebrated. But we did. I'm so happy to be here, guys. Thank you
Congrats,
so much.
man.
Very humble for you to mention your team right off the bat.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
I wouldn't be here 100%. I have a really good team. Motivation is through the roof most of the time, but and that inspires me as well because we're going through a lot. Like there's just so many things that we're doing, so many things that we're trying to be the best at, and I can't do it without them at all.
100%. I want to talk about that, but can you explain to the audio listeners and whatnot who you are and what do you do?
I would basically say fitness entertainment content. Just that's how we hit 10 million. You guys are at I think 140K now.
On
Almost.
the pod,
on the pod,
On the podcast, on this channel.
On personal, 12, 13 mil.
Yeah, exactly. So easy.
So 10, it's a good start.
Trying to catch up with you guys, but we just make basically fitness fun. So a lot of our audience is literally like people that didn't even know they like fitness content, but they watch this content and the videos, and they're like, wait, I want to see how many push-ups I can do in 30 seconds. And then they try it, and then who knows, they watch the next video, they watch something about health. And yeah, we try to just do all aspects of fitness, so it's not just like fitness challenges, but it's also, we met up with Brian Johnson, who is like a health guru, like trying to live forever. And we just went through his routine. So we see like trying to hit all the aspects and trying to make it as big and viral as possible and have as many people start their fitness journey.
Hell yeah, that's what's up.
I would say that's what sums it up.
100%. There you go. And then, well, the way I like how you said it, because the way you create the content is like, especially your shorts, even long form, but especially your shorts, just like super engaging, where somebody who's not even in the gym space will enjoy it.
That's what I say. Our shorts should be watchable for someone that hates the gym.
Yeah,
If they hate the gym and they like their video, we did our job.
Because it is niche. So that's good.
Yeah, trying to just break that. Because I think what we do with fitness, or just fitness in general, I find it sometimes so hard to imagine someone not incorporated into their lives, like seeing it how much it's probably in your lives as well. I just see it's like how I can't almost visualize how it's not a part of someone's life to, really be kind of even just like 10% mindful of food and exercise, like, just walk outside. So many people don't do anything. I think if we can reach those people, that would be amazing. That's the goal.
Yeah, man. Good goals, man. Love to hear it. You're crushing it.
I mean, again, I think the goal here would be to reach it, but also with my friends and family and my team. So that's my team is really important for me there, because there's just a lot of friends and family. So it's part of the goal to hit it together with my friends and family.
So wholesome.
There we go.
So humble.
But thank you guys for having me here.
Yeah, and it was great to have you on the pod. Thank you for
This was great. Thank you guys for watching.
Yeah.
So, all right.
So, everyone knows you as Stan Brownie, right? Correct? That's not your real last name, no?
Oh, I'm interrogated right now. That's good. It's not my real name. No, it's actually a Dutch name.
Okay.
Stan Brownie. Try to pronounce it.
Brownick?
Brownick.
Kind of, yeah. And the first part means brown.
Brown.
And ink is ink, I guess.
Oh, brown ink.
Brownie.
It's kind of brown ink.
Brownie.
So I was called Brownie back in like just school. Basically, they just called me Brownie because it was, I think, more a fun name.
Yeah, that's what I would have done.
And you would have done that, yeah.
Yeah.
I stuck with that because I created my channel when I was 12.
Damn.
Gotcha.
This is 13 years ago. I created my channel, and it's still kind of it just hits people. Remember it decent, Brownie. And it's still kind of funny. Ironic that Brownie does not align with fitness whatsoever, but it's still funny.
100%. First time I seen you, that was Miami. I think it was Miami event. I was like, oh, that's Brownie. Like, I didn't know your first name.
Exactly.
To be fair.
Stan Brownie, that's the Instagram tag, and I think people, first name, but I will never force my full name on people because I will not let people go through that.
Is it Stanley?
No, the last name.
No, is your full name Stanley? Or
No,
is
it's
it
just Stan.
Okay.
Stan, yeah.
That's cool.
A lot of people just call me also Stanley. Like, oh, yeah, Stanley. I was like,
I call you Stan the Man.
Stan the Man.
I
I
like
like that. Yeah, I know why you call me like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, yeah. usually that's off camera, but yeah, whatever.
Yeah, we're here. We're here now. We're open. We just had a workout. You guys destroyed my workout. You guys smashed it, so we're open. We're open like that.
Thank you for taking us through it. Calisthenics, have you always focused on that?
That's how I started. I started with, like, I really wanted to change. Like, my transformation just started because I used to be fat. So I wanted to change. I wanted to, nothing was really working super well. I just love making videos. I've been making videos for years at that point already, but I didn't have a lot of people watching Not that was necessarily a goal, but I just loved doing it. I wanted to, you want to grow and when you do something. So that part wasn't doing extremely well. Life, anything basically. And my best friend, he got into calisthenics and he was doing all these crazy things and he was doing movements. I was like, how are you doing that? Yeah. That's crazy. I want to do that too. So take me through a workout. He took me through a workout. We started working out. I started working out almost every single day, but twice a week with him after school. And that's how I got into calisthenics, and that's how I built on top of that. And like a few years later, introduced a lot more like bodybuilding style training or weights in general.
Would you watch anybody on YouTube that was like very efficient in calisthenics?
Ooh,
because I know someone that got me kind of wanting to do it, like for a short short phase.
I know he.
I just want to know who.
I have a few names, like but they are like OG. Yes, like Frank Madrano.
Yep, bingo. That's exactly who it was.
Keep going. Keep going.
Frank Madrano. I mean, you have Brendan Myers. He was a pretty big fitness guy as well.
Damn, who's a neck tattoo? Chris
Chris Heria.
Yeah.
Chris Heria.
Bars,
He was a little bit, I mean, Chris is a super nice guy as well. He, full circle. I definitely watched some videos, but it was just a little bit after my beginning phase.
Okay.
I think that's when he started to pop off, or I just didn't, see that. But he is like a big part for a lot of people that start calisthenics. And I think that's also why, I don't know, the fact that the impact that we can have, that's why my goal is so close to like just getting, we're at 10 million now, but just getting 100 million people interested in fitness. And especially people that have no clue that can be a part of your life without it being a chore. That's why that's just
absolutely. It's the best way to go about it.
Yeah, that's just the goal. But those are the people that inspired me. So Frank Madrano, obviously, super viral videos, doing the craziest stuff.
Yeah, he had like a really cool like edit basically
montaging I think a Gold's Gym or something like
it was Metroflex with the big bar,
and it
had the cool like dubstep music and he was going to the beat of it, and I was like, it was sick, bro.
That's the motivation.
That's plenty of times. Yep. But before fitness, was there anything that you pursued in 2013?
Filmmaking, editing. I just loved making videos.
Right.
Like actually, in 2009, I think I created like first videos where I just put a camera up. I was like 9-10 years old, put a camera up, and I tried to recreate the show iCarly.
What?
So I was just like...
That's actually sick.
I was just like... luckily, that footage will never see the light of day. But no, I was just like on a camcorder, and I was just putting it on and just, finding something streaming something to a TV and just be like... look at this. This was viral, whatever. Yeah. But I was just saying random stuff. But that was
everyone starts somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then in 2012 I started, but YouTube was really focused around gaming at that point. So I started gaming, but I never gamed. So gaming was not my thing. I made videos, editing, and went to school. So it wasn't. It wasn't working for me. Obviously, who's gonna watch a 12-year-old? But I just learned so much. I learned how to add my face on top of footage that you're playing, how to screen record. Like that's how that started.
You got into the technical stuff. Yeah, it's funny you bring up iCarly. They're like the pioneers of like live streaming and like social media. 100%. Even though it was like a TV show.
True.
I love that. No, that was my favorite show.
Yeah.
Did you ever random dance?
Of course, random. No,
yes, he did.
Yeah,
he used to do it in his room. I feel like that footage is somewhere out there.
That one, it's worth a lot.
Yeah,
he vaulted it.
Yeah, okay. No, I think I never. It's like I don't even know if I exactly knew how it worked with SD cards or how the recording worked, but I just know that was what sort of kickstarted.
Press record.
Whatever they're doing, and people are watching. I want that. I want to just try that. That sounds so fun.
Yeah. I'm sort of the same way in a sense of like just like how you went about it, and like I saw it the same way you did, and I was like, I think that's so cool. Like other YouTubers filming themselves, or like I thought iCarly was super sick. I'm not gonna lie, consumed that every single season.
Yeah, there's no shame in that.
Nope. And so I could relate to you a lot on that.
Mm-hmm. What is the full story there? How did you start?
Oh man. Well. I I started making YouTube videos in 2017. I was making just gym workout videos every single day. I'd film it.
Gym right away.
Yeah, just gym stuff, just my workouts. First it was like edits, and then I would go into like talking through my workouts. I never had like a personal training certificate or anything like that.
No,
I just based off of experience, because I always lifted with my dad. I always had gym equipment at the house, so I consumed a lot of YouTube. I thought that was really cool that they're filming themselves, and I was consuming it, but I was like, I want people to consume my content too. So I never stopped watching them. I just started making my own, and I just loved it. I loved at the time filming it. I loved making getting the cool angles to make cool edits.
That's good.
Bouncing it off the music. I got really good at it, especially for the time. Like I'd make some killer edits for like someone that no one really knew back then, you know. But I'd watch guys like Bradley Martin, like OG Bradley Martin, Christian Guzman, when he had like this first warehouse alpha league, you know, guys like that. Max Tuning, I watched a lot way before Sour Strips when he was doing ever forward stuff. Who else
definitely watch those guys too. Yeah, I definitely think but it's good. You started something you liked and then try to, you know.
Yeah.
Edits were definitely a big thing then, but still you're trying to, you know.
I learned a lot.
You learn a lot. You love the process, and that shows why you guys are still doing it, because you fell in love with the video making process as well with the gym. A lot of people just like, oh, but I'm really strong. I should be, or I'm really big. I should be an influencer. I should be someone like, I hate the word influencer, but I should be someone online. It's like, you can be. Yeah. You also love like that. It's just a combination of both things, you know?
Yeah, no, 100%. And I found out the hard way too. Because I thought I was really strong for my age. I thought I was like one of the strongest kids in the world for my age on bench press. That's like kind of what I felt, you know. Then I'd look up a video on YouTube, and there was a guy 3 years younger than me benching 50 pounds more, and I'm like, I guess I'm not that guy, you know. So
you always find someone stronger, bigger. Yeah, but that's also not what videos are about necessarily. Right. It's about the story, and and people, like lots of people watch you guys every single day. It's just your story, the way you tell, the way you make the videos. So that's,
thanks, man.
It's working. So that's good to see.
Hell yeah.
100%. Kind of same thing. I wasn't as early with the fitness. I was early with content though. So I've always just liked being funny. I started back on Vine. I was always an athlete, so I always worked out, but I didn't like it back then because it wasn't my choice, if that makes sense.
Because that's interesting.
Yeah, because I always played baseball, and they made us work out. And when you're being told to do something, I didn't like it as much.
Yeah.
But what made you start video? What made you start content?
I just wanted to be funny. So my thing is, I love making people laugh.
Wanted to be funny.
Always have. It's like my favorite thing in the world. It sounds corny as hell. I know it does, but like I've always liked making others smile, laugh, happy. You know what I mean? Sounds corny, like I said, and so I was like, I could do this on Vine. I remember back then, you know, you was watching the Logan Paul's King Batch.
I loved Vine, man.
Yeah.
I was literally I'm from the Netherlands, so there was like not a lot of people around me on Vine because it was just big everywhere else, but not there. And I was like, Vine is so fun, and I just loved it. And that's also part of I was already in content back then, but I didn't really make a lot of Vines myself. But it's just, that was the time. It was too early for its time.
Right. Was that?
No, I was just gonna ask, like, coming from the Netherlands, making content, and it just wasn't like a popular thing. Like, how was that? Like, was there a struggle there? Because I've talked to people in this space from, like, you know, outside countries from America where it's like a lot less popular, and they say like, you know, people around you aren't supportive.
100%. People around you are literally just laughing. Like,
wow.
They are not my family necessarily or that close, but it's like I didn't want people to find out I was doing content when I was still in high school. Like, I was trying to, you know, like trying to hide it, even though you're trying to show it to people, right? Yeah. Because you're trying to make, hopefully people find it. But especially back then in like 2012, 13, 14, it was almost like a different type of people that everyone in your class was not necessarily watching YouTube. Like kind of, they might have been watching for YouTube for like music videos or whatever, but the food is here, nice. But people might have just watched for music videos or whatever on YouTube, but they weren't necessarily watching creators yet. But there were a lot of people in the world that were already doing that at 2013, 2014, but just not around me. So it just felt like such a foreign alien thing an outlier. And then when they found out, it was just like, what is this guy doing? Who does he think he is? I've had people come up to me and say that, like, after, like, wow, when you started out, we were all like, what is this guy doing? But what you've achieved right now is insane. It's like, thank you.
Yeah. I never understood that too, because like everyone starts at 0 subscribers. Like the Logan Paul, the Jake Paul, the big social media guys that turned into something like way beyond just social media now. Like they all started at 0, you know? So like
I think that's the only part that like people get uncomfortable, you know what I mean? Like when you only have 1,000 followers but you're trying really hard to push content, it could look a little almost like, wow, he's trying that hard and he's got 1,000 followers.
Yeah, exactly.
But as soon as you have 10K, 50K, then it's a whole different story.
Yeah, it's like, oh.
Honestly, the mindset for everything, for what I've experienced for success is just, if you want to call anything success, it's just dare to fail. Just do it and see. Even if other people think this is weird or we don't like this,
Right.
just learn. Like the more you push out and the more you try out, the better you will become. That's so easy.
Gotta remember when I first started TikTok, I never promoted it or I never showed anybody. So I was just like, when it pops on their For You page, that's when they're gonna see it.
Just gotta
Tunnel vision.
Gotta
Put
go
your head
110%
down, don't look
for
around
it.
for reactions. Just focus on what you like doing. Like be confident in what you're doing, and that's all you can do. Because totally right. Like when you're at like 1,000 or 5,000, you're not gonna get much reactions. You're gonna kind of be like, oh well, you sure you want to keep pursuing this and not focus on other things, you know? And then you have 50K, and they're like, oh, I saw your video pop up. Like that's actually pretty funny, and they don't give you the full thing yet. And then you're at 100K, 200K, and they're like,
congrats!
Oh my God, you're killing it! I'm so proud of you. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Like actually, like when the people were never in my circle then. And now all of a sudden, like, you're proud of me. I'm like,
mainstream means it's good for a lot of people, but that's not true. It's like, if someone is, or someone watching or listening, if someone's doing something unique, just go for it. Like, dare to fail. Make some other people around you think it's weird or cringe, but try it out and see if it works. See how you like it.
Yeah, 100%.
Absolutely.
I mean, you started, your first YouTube channel was, does it sound familiar? Epic Steam?
Yes, it was. That's what actually the current channel was called Epic Steen.
Yeah.
And we changed the name after like a few months. But it's called Epic Steen.
Yeah, man.
If you type in youtube.com/Epic Steen, it should still redirect to my channel.
Really?
It will probably still direct to my channel.
To your main channel now, you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That's a little Easter egg for you guys.
Yeah.
So where did that name come from?
I always liked the word epic.
Yeah.
I feel like I did too.
Back then, that was such a great word.
It was epic.
Yeah.
So, and then my best friend was called Stan.
Yeah.
Yep.
My name is Stan.
Yep.
But his name is spelled with an E.
Okay.
So Stan, A. So we were like, let's combine the Stans.
Yeah.
Epic Steen.
See, the creativity just popped off the
flowed,
bat.
especially when we were 12. But no, solid name, fun name. But yeah, I mean, we were doing it. And I'm so like he was one of these people that was also already online. He was watching. It was normal for him to watch people online.
Right.
See, we're now in London, so you know we can talk about the Sidemen, like people like that. I think they were already popping off then, so it's like or close to that. So like those, it was super normal to watch that. And he was in that online environment, and we were just both like how fun does it sound to be a YouTuber? Like make videos and just be. We didn't even. I don't think there was even a partner program or paid. We were not. I mean, we're 12, 13. We're not even.
Food is here.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll have to like.
Thank you, boss.
It's gonna turn into a mukbang here. But yeah, so Stan, best friend still, one of my best friends.
That's what's up.
And he was just also in this online environment, but we were still in school, so it was a lot, and we didn't really upload a lot. We were getting like 100 views max.
Yeah.
And at some point I was like,
even that's decent, for starter,
Yeah, 100%. So, but we were just like, we need to be more consistent, and it was just not necessarily working. So we changed the name, and I just took over and uploaded whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted, because it was it was working better that way, but I was trying to involve him whenever. But yeah, it just grew out over the years as my channel.
Yeah.
And eventually fitness in 2016, like a 1-year body transformation. And that's where it actually came together. So years later, fitness and video making. And I think that's what was super different at that point. Because in 2016, 17, you only had tutorial videos. Fitness.
True.
Yeah. No, 100%. And like a lot of people when they're at, like a lot of people ask like, oh, like how do I get into content creation? One of the answers I always give is like trial and error. You know what I mean? Like figure out like what you like to post, because you don't know off the bat. Like, you know what I mean? Like you have to try it first and then figure out.
Try a lot.
You know, I did a lot of workout videos and I got washed up from that. I was like, I'm tired of filming my workouts. I do the same stuff every week. So I was like, what else could I do? And then
This is what I eat in a day.
yeah, exactly. This is what I eat the same thing.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
Pretty much, you know. And then I didn't really find my niche until TikTok. I never was on Vine. TikTok is where I started making short form stuff, and that's really what popped for me. Because I was always naturally just like a goofy guy that just says dumb shit. So I just started putting that on camera.
For people like that, I think that's like almost all three here of us. It's almost hard sometimes to then, if you're a bit more goofy or you're just a bit more maybe entertainment based, trying to make people laugh, you don't really see yourself making the strict tutorial content, right?
Yeah.
Like you don't see this for yourself, you don't enjoy it as much, so you never go into this route. And that's why I also love it that there's these different types of people and niches, and there's something to create for everyone. So, but you got to figure it out. Because tutorials do well doesn't mean you should do tutorials, or because fitness content, entertainment does do well doesn't mean you should do that, because it's a completely different. If you don't enjoy it, you're not gonna make
That's
it.
what I say. I say that all the time too. If you don't enjoy it, it's not gonna last.
No.
You know what I
100%.
mean? You're not gonna stay at the same job that you're miserable at. You're gonna probably quit eventually and find something else.
And
that,
people will probably
you know what
notice too. People will just it will maybe never take off in general.
I mean? Yeah, 100%. Rude. Just kidding.
No, because I've tried the tutorials and ab workouts, and if that would have popped off for me, I would have probably did it for a while and be like, I don't like this. But the skits popped off for me, and it's like, I enjoy that.
But the fact that it's also your thing, like you mentioned here, that's almost the reason why you started, then that sounds a lot more nice for future proof as well. That's the thing that worked.
Exactly.
But it's not the thing for everyone. So I do recommend when people make content that if you just try a lot of things, but if something does pop off or does work, double down on it. Because if you want, try to just double. I sucked at that, or still suck at that for a long time, because when I see a new opportunity, it's like, oh, that sounds fun to make. No one has made that before, or that's original. It's like, but maybe I should actually just make a part 2 on this.
Yeah.
And then it's like that's what everyone would say. It's like double down on what worked. It's like, oh yeah, of course I should also double down on that. And it's also fun to make that, but it's just this new opportunity is even more fun because it's new.
Yeah.
So but I would recommend to definitely double down. And that's also, we are also so tunnel visioned as creators, or like, I would say we're focused on ourselves, right? So we know that if we upload something and we're like, oh, if I'm uploading something tomorrow, and you see yourself every single day. People see my face too often. But as a viewer, if you guys post once a day, I don't think I see you guys a lot. I just see you guys, oh, they post again, I enjoy it, or this one is all right, and the next one I enjoyed. I don't think too much of it. But I and I think a lot of other people can really sort of play with themselves there, or just like really get into your own mind where you're like, damn, am I uploading too much, too little, stuff like that. But people can handle a lot, and they are not so focused on you as you are yourself. So there's definitely a lot of space to just try things out, throw things online, and see how people react.
Yeah, 100%. Especially nowadays, everything's so saturated where it's like nothing's gonna pop just immediately. You know, there's videos being put out every second.
Every second.
Yeah, every second at this point. That's why I said like 100 views is not bad, because nowadays I've seen people post videos that were from 4 days ago and has 3 views. I'm like, damn, it's tough out there.
It's tough.
It's tough.
It's really tough.
Like long form YouTube.
Actually, we're at a point now where I would say if you upload and it's a good video, it does not always pop off. It does not get recommended. Back in the day, if it was really good and you would be able to get like the first 100 people in, YouTube would find its way. Right now, it's really hard, but I think YouTube is really trying to fight this, because I get the most random videos in my recommended with 100 views.
Yeah, I've been seeing that more too sometimes.
Yeah, but so they're trying to fight it probably with less accurate things, but it's really hard. So I understand YouTube because there's so much content.
Right.
But you gotta understand, like 95% of YouTube videos uploaded are probably not even necessarily like, well, this is probably an old stat, but a majority of the videos weren't even meant to be viral videos. They were just videos uploaded by people. This is like a few years ago. Right now, a lot of people are trying to go viral, so they definitely are trying to probably reach a lot of people.
Right.
But it was just videos being uploaded. So YouTube needs to also sort that out, where they're just trying to, this is a family video. We're not recommending this to the broad audience, but that's what YouTube, you can get a family video or someone at the zoo.
Yeah, wasn't that the first one?
That was the first video.
Very first one.
So that
Charlie bit my finger, stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. So that's like it's a family video, basically.
Yeah, right.
Sweet. You know, you have any dream collabs? Anyone you dreamt of collabing with one day?
I mean, I am, again,
Besides me and Brodie, of course.
These two guys,
That's
of course.
I was waiting for it.
Yeah, come on.
I would say podcast. This podcast is up there.
There we go.
Well, the dreams are coming true right now.
So we just made it my dream come true.
Yeah,
so
that's already out the way. So what's next?
Okay, next. I mean, again, we're in the UK, so Premier League football is big here. I definitely want to, like, athletes. I would love to do stuff with athletes like Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo.
That'd be sick.
Like,
it's crazy.
stuff. Those would be dream collabs. But yeah, also for the rest of the world. So everyone is trying to get just a few minutes of their time, and I feel like it's becoming more and more impossible. So
yeah.
Well, to follow up that question, who has been your favorite collab, excluding us?
Excluding you guys, okay.
Yes.
Well, otherwise the answer would have been way too easy. So smart decision. Favorite collab.
That's tough. I bet that's tough.
Yeah, no, favorites are tough.
That is tough. Can I pull up?
Yeah,
go ahead,
bro.
I want to not miss anyone. I just want to even just give.
Or you can mention like three.
Yeah,
of
you
your
can mention like 3 or like in my
honorable
top. This guy would be
mentions.
like a top 10 for sure.
Okay, so the first thing that pops in my mind already, I right away, is the recording of the documentary we made with Wim Hof. He's a guy who is he's called the Iceman. It's like he's like Superman, superhuman.
Yeah,
He's
was he like
described-
6'10" or something like that?
No. So this is Wim Hof is he's called the Iceman. So he can literally climbed mountains in his underwear, whatever. It's like
Holy shit,
crazy guy. He is has a breathing technique and stuff like that. But he's just a funny dude. But he is a little bit older already, and we were allowed to just go to his house and film. And he just took us through the most unique experience that I had thus far in my like YouTube type of video documentary series that I did. And it was just such a unique experience, and I just, together with my best friend, so that was just so much fun there, that is definitely a unique collab. That, I don't know, it's just super wholesome, definitely worth checking out. And if you don't know the guy, it's just, he's a Dutch guy, but he sometimes he talks with big athletes, and they're just trying to, control their breathing. Yeah. And again, this guy can basically handle any type of cold. It's crazy.
that's insane.
But I would say... Oh, this is you guys ask a hard question here. I also love the videos where we just have a lot of athletes in one video. So we did one with the Gymshark event where we tested people's grip strength or stuff like that. I don't know, just super unique, and not everyone in the world gets opportunities like that. Like, these are opportunities that I feel like, you have to take them, because we're in a room with a lot of athletes, a lot of big names, and they all have their own story. Getting them all together already is a unique story. So let's just make them do something fun. But yeah, I don't want to say any I don't want to give any favorites, but we also had one recently where there's this guy called Tavi Castro. He is from Mexico, and I did free diving for the first time with him. He's called the Real Life Aquaman. And he makes the craziest videos online, where you probably have seen one at least.
It's crazy how many crazy videos that are out there that we're missing out on.
Right.
Is it like this guy's? He's like
he's underwater.
Yeah,
right?
he's underwater.
Before.
Yeah.
What the hell?
So I was
I feel like I might have seen him before.
Yeah, I was diving with him. So I flew to Tulum, and I was diving with him, and we just going deeper and deeper. And I just was diving, free diving, so no oxygen tank or anything for like 20 meters. So that's
What about pure oxygen?
no, nothing.
Nothing.
No.
Like you wouldn't take pure oxygen
Nothing.
before and then go under? No.
No, it was
wow.
just we were in the water for 3 hours.
No, not
How long can you
underneath
hold
it.
your breath?
We did a test on the. He said, so it was such a unique experience for like almost 2 days or a day and a half, and he told me like, we're gonna do a test. Let's see how long you can hold your breath. And I think I held it for. I think it was. I might be wrong. 2 minutes, and then he said I can. So before that, he said I can double it with techniques. And I was like, double it. So I think it went up to. I don't want to say any wrong numbers because it sounds so high now. 3:30.
That's crazy.
It was a lot.
3 minutes 30 seconds.
It was
and that
a
was with
lot.
the help with the techniques.
Yeah, so it's just like we did everything underwater. It was like I said, the craziest techniques, the craziest things I've ever had. Is just obviously Tulum as well. So Tulum is, yeah, there you go. It's 3:30. That was the final time, 3:30.
That's very impressive. That's really cool.
Is the technique outside the water or inside or underwater?
So he did this we did this dry.
Okay.
So this was dry technique. So I just did it first without technique, and he's like, "All right, I'm gonna show you some techniques." And we did some breathing techniques, and then he made me go through it again. He's like, "We're gonna go for it," and that was 3:30.
That's crazy.
Okay, so at 3:30, where you were like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah, I was done.
You were done.
I was done. Yeah.
You couldn't squeeze out like another couple seconds.
No. I was done.
Oh, so
I was
you
done.
really
I was
were
done.
like dialed in.
And that's the thing with the water. He's also doing this to show you how long you can hold your breath. Obviously, you're moving, but on the water. So the moving takes up oxygen, but still, we're going underwater, and I'm diving like 20. The goal is 15 meters, so that's in feet. I am too tired for all this math, but 2.2 times 2.2.
Wait,
Like 30 something.
Yeah. So, but yeah, we end up doing like
30
20.
feet?
Feet. 49 feet.
Oh, it's times 3.
15 meters?
50 meters. So yeah, but I ended up
15
doing
or 50?
15.
15, yeah, 49 feet.
So, but I ended up doing 20.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
So it was, that was no oxygen. You go, and that's down and up. So you have to equalize every minute. So it's extremely unique experience. Like it's almost too hard to explain.
How was the water pressure on your ears?
Yeah, so you have to equalize every meter because otherwise you blow. So you have to blow through your nose because otherwise your ears blow up.
Whoa. Okay. Wait.
Yeah,
what?
a lot of pressure.
So
Yeah.
you have to blow. You have to do this?
Every meter or a few feet that you go down, you pop your ears.
That's how they go so low. I was
Yes.
always wondering that. I'm like, dude, I go in the bottom of my pool, back when I had a pool, and I could feel the pressure. I couldn't imagine like double or triple that. Like I didn't even think that was possible. But I guess there's a technique to it.
That's
insane.
the technique.
So that's why the divers that go very deep have the things on their nose so they could just pop it while swimming.
I think so. Yeah.
Because I was watching a guy world record free diving, and he had that on his nose like tight as hell.
Oh, yeah. So that helps, but they have a technique where they can pop their ears without doing it the way you normally do. They do it with the oxygen that's left in the ear canals, I believe. It's crazy. They can do it. They can just pop
I
it.
know exactly what you mean.
They can do it like that.
I know what you mean,
It's
like
crazy.
a
It's
deep
crazy.
swallow, like when you're on a plane.
Something like that. Yeah, it's really, really interesting.
Wow. I wonder if a lot of people like blow out their ears, like
The guy we
ignorantly.
were with, especially freediving, there's some freediving. I watched some freediving documentaries before going.
Yeah.
Super smart. Because if you watch that, it's just so normal for these freediving records that people just pass out. So they just black out at underwater. So you can see them black out like right before they reach because they're just pushing the human limit.
Right.
So they go down 100 meters. Which is times, so it's like again times 3 point. I feel so dumb right now.
No.
Because I'm so tired.
Well,
but
it's about a yard, so there's 3 feet per yard. So
Yeah, exactly.
300 feet
Yeah.
deep is insane.
and then they go up, and then obviously the last few
200 plus feet.
exactly. So the last few are the hardest, and then they're almost there, and then you see them black out. But then there's divers that obviously help them get
Like
up
right away.
But the guy who I was with, he says he has footage of him like literally like also just passing out underwater, blood coming out of his
Can't be
lungs.
good for the brain.
It's crazy. Can't be
Oh.
good, but yeah, but he But he made me feel good because he's like, well, I've shown you how you did 330 above. If you want to go 20 meters and up, you should be able to do almost like, if you do 15, it's impressive for the first day. But with that time, you should be easily able to go lower, because that will normally take you only like a minute.
Right.
Something. So it only took me a minute something underwater.
Wow.
But it's still no oxygen. It's still during swimming.
Yeah. Were you nervous?
Yeah, but I was locked in. We built it up from 3 to 5 to 10, 15. Right. But yeah, I'm might be boring people now with a diving story, but
you had me so
it was one of my favorite collabs. It's also recency bias because it was kind of recent. Yeah, you got to watch the video. But we did so many unique things. We built it's not necessarily with famous people that are the best collabs always. I mean, I've had some really, really fun collabs, but we built an ice gym, so in a freezer, so like a massive freezer, like an insanely big freezer, just a super like unique and talented ice carver. He owned the museum, an ice museum, and you gotta imagine a freezer, but then a museum. So it's a really big freezer because they're building like sculptures and everything in there. You can walk through it, but it's like minus whatever. So we were like, can we build a gym in here? And he saw it as a challenge as well, the ice carver. And we did it. We built a gym there, and we were in minus, I think it was 10 degrees Celsius. So you do the math on that.
I don't know.
But
how to convert that.
That was cool for the entire day. Lucky my camera survived. That was fun.
Yeah, that's actually, I'm very surprised your camera survived.
Yeah, we didn't think that through. We were like halfway through the day, like, damn, I think these cameras might be actually giving up because the sensor might be freezing. But
that and batteries die a lot quicker in the cold.
They did. Oh, they did. But it was these are all fun, unique experiences, and they're all also with my team again. So I think right away of what we experienced with the team. So yeah, there's some
cool life experiences in general.
Cool life experiences, like so unique, such a unique lifestyle where that's why I don't like travel because of routine. I like to have my routine, to have my diet locked in, to hit my workout goals, just challenge myself in that sense. But I do like travel now because I can do it together with people,
right?
And then get these live experiences, because simply put, if you have a channel with 10 million subscribers, you just can get in positions that not everyone can. Back in the day, I had to do it with whatever. I just tried to, I was doing push-up challenges in my backyard.
Yeah.
That's how we started. Hey. But right now, the fact that we have such a big number that some people, like, it might pursue people to, be like, hey, I want to work together with this guy because there's 10 million subscribers.
Absolutely.
It makes me even more like, I got to use this. I have to use this because I can get such unique experience together with my team and videos.
It'd be a disservice not to.
Exactly. No, I'm trying to do things that people have never done, so that's what I'm always looking for.
That's so cool. That's super cool.
That's sick. So what was your your start? Like, what was your first viral video?
First viral video, I would say, so that I considered viral was I made a Dude Perfect parody. So Dude Perfect trick shots.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I just did that, but then really bad. Like, just, made fun of it. But
like
not a parody. It's a parody.
Yeah.
Not fun of them, because they were my favorite YouTubers at that point. So I was just I was like, I'm going to do this, but then the exact opposite and trying to make it funny. And I'm 15, so I think it's, or 14, so I think it's funny.
Were you missing, or was it
missing
just like easy
things,
shots?
or it's like, this is a super, like, we're Dude Perfect, and then I just do a trick shot that looks cool, but then it misses, and there's a second team, or whatever, stuff like that. So it's like, again, it's not my best work, but I would say
trial and error,
fun to create with friends, and it hit, I think, like 60,000 views.
There you go.
So I mean, that was an insane amount. I uploaded it. I think I went somewhere for like 2-3 hours, and it had like 2,000 views. And I was like, normally we have like 100 views.
Yeah,
2,000 views. So this is out of this world. So that was crazy. And then we did the water bottle flip challenges.
Yeah,
which I started working out. Didn't make any workout videos, but we were doing water bottle flip challenges, and I was a little bit more fit already. So that might have been a unique selling point that a more fit guy does water bottle flips, but I don't know. I think it was just because the trend was so big, and we tried to make I mean, I've always loved making videos and editing, and so we definitely put a lot of effort into the shots and the type of music and the drops and the, you know, stuff like that. So not the best videos again, but part of the process. And I think they hit 300,000 views, and that was like a few 100,000 views of multiple water bottle flip videos. So it worked.
That's nice.
What was the first one in the fitness space? Or I don't want to ask too many questions here, but when did you transition to like focus on fitness, and then how'd you start popping in the fitness space?
That's actually super simple, because I was doing vlogs just sort of like vlogging, because I was still in school and I just wanted to upload videos, and that's the stuff that I could make. I introduced some fitness stuff, and no one was watching. Everyone hated it because they were not used to content like that.
Right.
So they were not responding to it. Then I uploaded my 1-year body transformation video, and I worked on that. Like, I was like already with the mindset of, I want this to be the best body transformation video out there, because they all suck. They're all photos stitched together with a copyrighted song.
Yep.
Super motivational, super nostalgic. It was just like, I want to tell a story. I want to use the right music, the right everything. And my transformation was pretty good, because I was really like, I lost a decent amount of weight in 1 year, and I worked out every single day. So I went from 0 to 100. So I uploaded that video, and it hit a few hundred views quite fast, and 1,000, and then it just sped up, like speed run to 1 million views. So it was my most watched video.
That's a rush.
Like, fast. Yeah. So I was like, so obviously it was doing well. I made a follow-up video. This is the workout I basically did a lot. This is like the workout program, just a free workout program for people to, because they were asking, like, what workouts do you do? Well, this, together with Arjen, my friend, guy in the blue shirt. A lot of people, I didn't say his name yet in this podcast, but definitely deserves to be said. Arjen, guy in the blue shirt, really smart guy. He, we made that video together. So like the workouts, we went to a playground where we used to work out as well, calisthenics stuff. And follow-up video, what's your diet?
Yeah. So
we just responded to what people were asking on my most watched video, like almost combined views of the channel. Like, you know, it's just, so we're just responding to that. And that's how we trickle into that, I think. So it's just like more and more people started asking questions, do stuff like that. But I very fast realized I am not necessarily the tutorial guy.
Right.
Tutorials are not necessarily.
It's not for everyone.
No.
But you're giving the people what they want. Listening to the feedback's important, especially when starting out.
Especially then. So it's like, what do people, like, what are they asking? And I was just excited. Like, we're about, like, million views. People are watching. People are interested in my transformation. I went through this. I can answer some of these questions. Like, I was 16. I'm not a personal trainer. And by no means you should necessarily listen to what I say. But if you have the questions, I will answer.
Gotcha. So so did you have like a day job before you made this your full-time career?
That's a good question. I never had another job. I was 12 when I started this, and my mom and dad, especially mom, was like, yo, when I was like 15, you gotta get a job.
Yeah.
Get everyone around just getting like a job. Like, obviously I was spending more time than everyone else was doing at their job.
Right.
But, and for me, it would mean that I would like, I was doing decently high education in the Netherlands at that point, just what was possible for my age.
Right.
And it was full. So I was doing a lot of homework. I was making videos and making homework until 1 a.m. and then waking up, you know, at 6 something every single day just to get everything, you know, everything done. And then my mom was like, you really got to get a job. So they got an application to work in a supermarket. Okay. But I waited with filling it in because I was just like, I'll make this work. And then I got that second bigger video, like the water bottle flip video. Yeah. And that's where that video did not make a lot of money, but it made money. So it made, I think, a few $100, or it made just a few $100. Yeah. Which was similar to what people were earning at that age, like 15 around me.
Yeah, 100%.
So that luckily postponed the filling of that job application. Yeah. And I continued, and from there it only went up.
That first shift at the supermarket could have shifted the whole
It
entirety
it would have shifted everything, I think, because I was really like, I was telling my mom.
Yeah.
Well, I was telling my mom, like, this would literally mean that I almost can't do this anymore. I mean, I would have still made videos.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have made anywhere near
Right. The same
the
caliber.
amount of videos, or even maybe had the same
drive.
Yeah, because I was just so focused on this.
Yeah. And if you had to like think about the job, it would have like swayed your mind. You wouldn't be as focused, and maybe the content wouldn't be as enjoyable because you're tired.
That's the thing.
You know, all that could happen. It was all meant to happen the way it did.
I think it was, but I was just lucky to know what I really liked early on, because I definitely understand that some people
felt it.
Yeah, some people don't understand or don't know what they really like, and that makes sense because there's so many things.
Right.
I do think you should try out, because there's a lot of people that say they don't know what they like, but then they're at the same time they're also not trying anything. It's like, yeah, but then maybe you should try more.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you haven't found out what you really like, then it's it's hard sometimes.
Yeah,
but I was just lucky that I knew right away what I really wanted, and I just went 110% into that.
It's very easy to think that what you like doing isn't what it is when it's not making money. You know what I mean? Like, maybe this isn't what I love doing because it's not like proving people any like yet. You know what I mean? And then it starts working, and then you're like, oh, this is always what I wanted. It's just like I didn't have the proof, which is like the funds, sort of. You know what I mean? Like, because that's what the world revolves around. You know, and that's how you prove that it works.
It
but
has
like
to make money,
right?
To prove that to your parents that it works.
Yeah, I can't imagine like that first video or the few $100 was the stopping point, right? Of your parents kind of like poking.
Oh,
right?
no. I mean, and again, I've mentioned this before, but it makes sense. Like, shout out to my mom.
Yeah,
like makes sense.
Yeah,
she
likewise
is caring. She just like says it just for her son. She's like, I want him to go and have build up a bit of a save some money.
Yeah, career. Yeah,
get a career.
Money,
get
saving
everything. Yeah. So, and that's what normal. That's normal. That's what a good mom should do as well. So it makes a lot of sense.
Yes.
But yeah, then it was working. I hit a few 100,000. I think I hit like 300,000 on YouTube subscribers.
Wow.
After a few, somewhere in 2018, 19.
Nice.
And that's where the decision was, because I ended on high school was done.
Yeah.
And
that's a lot of subscribers in high school, man. That's tough.
What'd you get up to before high school? Before you graduated? Like when you graduated, where were you at?
I must have been at like around 200, 300. I think so. But the thing is that that was the moment where I had to choose if I was going to go to university or not.
Yes.
And my mom was obviously like, "You're going."
Yeah.
And I was like, I'll take a gap year.
Yes.
And I took the gap year eventually because actually, I was so focused on YouTube at the end of my high school that I failed 2 subjects. 3. And you can only fail 2. So everyone that I know, all my friends, went to university, and I had to redo the year, but only 2 subjects.
Okay.
So that was kind of my gap year.
Yeah.
It felt like my gap year. I mean, I still had to do a lot in terms of I had to drive to a completely new school.
Right.
I had to go into a completely new class, do the two subjects that I failed.
They're probably teaching it all different ways too.
Yeah, completely different. I was like,
different school system.
I still wanted to do it.
Yeah.
And I did it eventually. I think I passed both of them.
Yeah.
But I knew that this was my chance to do, even go bigger on what I wanted, and I did that, and it worked out in that year.
Yes.
And at that point, it was so big that my mom, even if she probably still wanted me to go to uni, she still wanted me to go to uni.
Yeah.
I know. It would have not changed anything because it was just too big. It was already it had become even a business where my dad was working in almost.
Wow.
So it was like
awesome.
My dad was. I'm not naming my dad very often, but my dad was always like a bit more supportive, like open to this. He was also like interested in this, like this is interesting.
Yeah.
Like just like a dad. but yeah, now he still loves his job. So he's still in his old job, but he works now 3 days a week in my company. He's like basically full time. He spends more than full time. So I have my dad is working in the company, girlfriend, friends, brother, sister is a graphic designer. So we have that came in handy as a
Hell yeah.
as a study on her side. But yeah, it's just lots of friends and family.
So awesome.
But that's how it grew out. It wouldn't have been possible if I think if I would have gone and studied. But again, this is a story where it's from someone that knew what he really wanted, and I definitely really love making videos, telling stories.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, definitely if people are watching, you know, if don't know, go to uni. Definitely, school is good. Stay in school.
No, it is, especially when you have no idea, just sitting around.
Oh, 100%.
brain
The social,
rotting, especially with today's social media, you could lose a lot of brain cells a lot quicker than back in the day.
Oh,
At least back in the
100%.
day, like you're like authentically pondering and like trying to come up with like, you know, what it is versus like just rotting away, consuming everything that's not going to help you. You know what I mean?
And the social aspect of meeting people,
Yeah.
even building up some sort of network.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 100% worth it. That's something that I mean, in what I do, the network I build through what I do now is way more effective than if I couldn't find my network right now at university.
Right.
But for a lot of jobs, yes.
Yeah, 100%. Super cool. I didn't know. I feel like a lot of people probably didn't know that about you, huh?
Probably not. I mean, it's I'm telling the story a bit slow maybe because it's late in my mind, but
No, it is.
I am
It is getting
enjoying
late.
I'm enjoying this is, you guys asked some good questions, and the story it always sounds so difficult when people are like, did you go study or did you go and have another job? Mm-hmm. If you say no to these things, a lot of people have their opinion ready before
Right.
even knowing you, but I don't really mind that. I mean, as long as people know the full story.
Yes.
But in general, for me, how my life went, the only thing I know is just working 24/7 on my goals.
Yeah.
And that started from when I was 12.
So
That's
sick.
the only thing I know, and I think it's not just to say hard work, but it's also luck. Again, to know that I just know what I wanted from the beginning.
Right.
And it never felt like a chore. It always felt like I loved this grind.
Heck yeah.
And I never stopped it. So that's why it worked.
Good for you, man.
Super inspiring.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why we're here now on the podcast, thinking with a pump.
Hell yeah, man.
100%.
It's big moves, man. It's a big opportunity for you. So glad you guys
It is.
Soak it in, bro.
It is. I'm soaking it all in.
You got a diamond play button.
Yeah.
Or like, you know, just got the silver.
Did you get it in?
Yeah, I got it at YouTube arranged something super epic at Tomorrowland. It's a really big festival
Yes.
in Belgium, and they have their own stand there on YouTube, and they presented it in front of I think 40 other creators. So we did something really really fun. The employees from YouTube were there, and my partner manager with YouTube. So it was all just super fun. But then it was literally like, I was there for a few hours, and then I had to flew to Zambia for a random shoot that I knew a few days before. So YouTube planned out all these cool things
yeah.
for this play button, mainly that day.
Yeah.
And then a few days before, I got a message from the Mr. Beast team to be like, hey, do you want to help with the charity, Team Water? I was like, of course.
Oh, this is so recent. Yeah, it's so true. Yeah. Okay.
That would be so epic.
Yeah.
When? Yeah, in a few days. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you fly this Friday? I'm like, on Friday, I'm getting the play button. So I really want to get at the play button and thank YouTube because they arranged all that.
Right.
But Tomorrowland, I mean, shout out to Tomorrowland. They were super nice. I am not. I don't do really parties or festivals, or I don't drink anything. So I was like, if I can then go to you guys, win-win. Both of the things I love. So yeah, I just received the play button and did all that, and then I had a 24-hour flight in total to get to Zambia.
Wow.
So that was a hectic weekend, but that's been more and more actually. So since especially 2025 has been the busiest year just in flights alone. So that's the only thing I like I said, I don't like flights, but I do like flights because of the opportunities it brings.
No, 100%. Yeah, no, I agree. I don't really like
I
flying.
agree.
I don't really like flying, but like, networking is very important. Being places are very important, especially in our career.
Yeah.
I think it's helped a lot,
Yeah.
tremendously. And we don't live in the same state, so it requires us to do this for us to travel together.
Yeah, so this is what I wanted to ask in the beginning. Why you guys are not close to each other?
Living wise, or
Living wise, like this, like the distance between you guys.
We're further away from each other than you are from London.
Here.
Yeah,
Exactly. So how did this happen? I don't know. I don't know the origin.
Yeah, so the origin story. We've told this a couple of times. The audience should know. But he reached out to me. Yeah, he was like, bro, you're killing it. You get great views. Help me out.
I didn't say that.
Right? He was like, let me milk some views out you. I was like, all right, man.
I want to use
Milk
you
some views out of you.
So we
like I'm doing right now with you guys.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, so there's something called Summer Shredding in Houston, right? It's a bodybuilding show.
Oh, Christian
used to
Guzman.
be, yes. At Alphaland. So it was popular at the time. Well, it still is, but like influencers or creators would all go. So he reached out like, hey, we're getting a house with a bunch of creators. So he reached out to me.
Because it was like right when I was starting to like make some like movement on my platforms, and I had some sponsors, and I think I was still working a full-time job.
You were. I
was still working a full-time job. Took off days or whatever hell I had to do, and I was like, yo, we should do this, because we can collab and make videos together. You can meet people and like meet maybe Christian, because I didn't know Christian at the time, and all these things. Like, why not go? Because this is where like everyone's going to like do shit. So
yeah, I
hit him up, had no idea. We'd never talked before, but we like were mutual followers on TikTok, at least at the bare minimum. So I hit him up.
Basically best friends.
Yeah, I didn't even know. Like, I just knew he did the same kind of content as me with like the comedy skits and stuff like that. And I always say this, like, I didn't even think I was gonna like vibe with him. I didn't even think I was gonna like him. I was like, he's from Louisiana. Like, I'm from New Jersey. Like,
I thought the same thing. He looks like a Jersey Shore douche, and I look like
but that's true.
Louisiana.
That's kind of true.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess it was more. We didn't click with everybody else in the house, to say the least.
Right.
And, so he was the one I liked the most, and then I guess we started talking more after that. And then
so
we were
it
like,
kind of basically became like a
essentially
worst
so
best.
I think we also realized who was more we were like both more focused on what we were doing versus like everyone else in the house. At the same time, also like the age I think played a huge role, because I think we were just more mature than a lot of the other people. A lot of them were younger, like 21,
you'll see that a lot.
And like he was 23 and I was 25 or something like that, and like I think we were just kind of like
we just clicked the most, and
Yeah,
we did the
I
same
think that
style of
definitely played a
content. I
part.
feel like we were the most, I guess, focused on our content, and then we ended up doing a trip by ourselves. We were like, hey, let's do a trip by ourselves, and so we went to Houston again. And I believe that's where we brought up the podcast for the first time.
Yeah.
Like our second trip together. It's like, hey, I think it was just an idea then. And then we were like, hey, we're going to do a trip. I'm going to come to Jersey. So I went to Jersey, and that's where, is that how the timeline goes? I think the first time I went to Jersey, we did a test episode of the podcast. It was still kind of up in there.
Yeah.
We did a test episode. We're like, let's run this.
Yeah, we like
No. We went to the studio.
Oh, the first one was in the studio?
Yeah, the test.
Oh,
that
it was a test one. Yeah, we had a test one.
We never posted it.
Never posted.
Wow, I wonder if we could find that.
Yeah, I don't know. We delete a lot of shit.
It's on one of my SD cards. I know.
Yeah.
Was that?
You should post it.
I know. If we could find it, we
or
should
react
post
to
that.
it. React to it.
Or reacting to it would be good.
It's funny. The first night we met, that night was that night we got to Houston is when I hit 10K on YouTube, which was like the biggest milestone ever.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
So I remember that. I remember watching it, and we were all in the kitchen, and that's when I hit it.
That's so good. Yeah, I think that's an interesting story because it's still so far away, but the main thing that got you together was TikTok.
Yep.
It's good.
Shout
out TikTok.
Shout out TikTok, seriously. And
100%.
obviously we did the same niche. Like we both loved the comedy stuff. So it was very similar. So it just worked well. And like I just liked his boy. His boy came, and I was like, oh, you guys are like cool, normal people. You're not trying to be someone you're not. You like I could tell you're authentically you.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
I was like, I'm not trying to be anyone I'm not either. I just want people to like me for me, and that's it. Like if you don't, then I don't really care. People. I will find friends.
Honestly, it was a crazy idea at the time because like we don't live in the same place. Like how is this gonna work? We're like,
exactly.
We're just gonna bring our camera, just get some mics and our tripods. We're gonna have a mobile setup. We don't need to have a fancy studio.
We both already have cameras.
And then it honestly helps. helps us a lot more to get guests because nobody's going to travel to nobody wants to travel to Louisiana or Jersey for a pod, you know. So if we could just be like, hey, we're going to be in the same spot. You want to do a pod? Like,
you know for this?
Yeah,
we pulled up to?
Yeah, that's smart.
Like we go to a lot of creators' houses.
Yeah.
They're just like, yeah, just come here. Like Jesse James West.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of podcasts do that where they just have a basic background, so they just bring a black background, for example, like they just do something they bring their own stand.
Yeah, that's too advanced for us.
Even too advanced.
We don't even go
that's
that
what I
far.
was explaining earlier. So like that's also our thing. Everything's raw, nothing's planned out, everything's almost improv. So I mean, Stan here is obviously very calibrated when it comes to his videos. I was telling him, like, with our intro, our outros, we do one take.
Yeah.
We don't do multiple takes. We're like, hey, this is what, like, we're going to introduce you, and it's one take every time. It's basically improv.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, it's working.
Yeah.
And it's super
something.
authentic. Yeah, no, it's super authentic. And I think that's where my brain just works different. It's just like if I see improvement, I'm like, I have to do it. So if I say a sentence like, hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to this podcast. And I'm here today. And then like, maybe I should do the intonation of that second part of the sentence should be a little bit better because I mumbled a little.
Right.
Yeah.
Want to redo.
Yeah.
100%. That's how I am with skits, right? You got to nail it perfect. But when it comes to YouTube, whatever reason, I really enjoy raw, authentic. First time, even with my personal YouTube now, it's still, I don't put music in my videos. I don't do fancy edits. It's literally just we video, and whatever footage we get, that's how we do it.
I like
that. Which is not, I know it's not like the right way to do it. That's how I
don't think there's
like
a wrong way to do it. So it's definitely not a wrong way to do it because again, it's working and people are resonating with it.
Yeah.
And I think it's been, I mean, that's why I like podcasts as well. It's just a little bit more chill and there's no retakes.
Yeah.
But we retake a lot of the things that you can retake, like so intros, segues. I just don't want to waste the viewer's time as well.
Correct.
Right.
But information stuff that is boring, I want to keep it as concise as possible, which I definitely sucked at in this podcast.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Kept my stories long, but I think when it comes to the real action and real moments, you can't redo. You don't want to redo that. Like,
100%.
If I'm about to trying to break a record and I break the record, I'm not going to be like, guys, let's redo the celebration. Except if the cameras really fell out, I would have to come up with something.
Right.
Yeah.
But that would suck. I would hate that. I
Yeah.
would love the real reactions.
Right.
That's so we plan everything that is plannable and everything that you don't want to plan. That is actually normally better if you don't plan it. Just
100%.
go with the flow.
Well, it is two different styles because like yours is like super entertaining and like when you see the title, you know what's gonna happen. So like you're more fast paced.
Yeah.
I guess ours more like we want the viewer to be hanging out with us. If that makes sense.
I want them to be comfortable. I want them to be chill. I don't want them to be on edge. Like I don't know what's
Definitely
gonna
hanging
ask
out with
next.
us here. I think this talk they got to know everyone a little bit better, but also me when I'm tired.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it is. We're pulling up on it, but just to kind of speak on that a little bit more, because we have different style videos and whatnot. What would you say for someone who's a YouTuber? What would you classify like 3 tips how to make a perfect YouTube video? There is no perfect YouTube video. But
Ooh.
what's your 3 tips?
Perfect YouTube video. Okay, so I think if I would go with the basic 3 rules that will make you at least more successful and get you closer to your goals of if you want to reach more viewers. Write this down. I would say it's not going to be something out of this world, but it's going to be more like, 1, you can spend all the time and money on something, right? And spend editors and make it the best video possible. Make the edits you made when you started out and spend days on it. But if that topic, the concept isn't good, all that time could have been spent on something where the topic was good. Right. So if I say I'm here with a workout with Brownie, but you could have done one with Cristiano Ronaldo, you can spend the same amount of time editing that video and everything, but the concept is still better to do it with a bigger name, for example, just to give an easy example. So you want to spend your time and efforts on those better concepts because they won't take more time and money normally, but they will just do better because the concept is better. Then the second thing would be thumbnails. Unfortunately for YouTube, I like thumbnails, creating them. I like thinking, brainstorming about them, but I do also like the video itself more, the content. So I do think it's sometimes a bit hard that sometimes I think our thumbnails are lacking, even though the content is really good. So we have to almost try to get people to click, but because we're like, this story is so good, you have to check this out. This guy just broke, 30 world records and against all odds, but we have to make you click.
Yep.
So, but it's the reality. You have to make the perfect thumbnail. Spend more time on the thumbnail beforehand, before you make the video. Try it. And I would say 3 is don't waste the viewer's time. Just be straight to the point. But there's also no real set rules. So the number 3 rule is here: don't waste viewers' time. But in that sense as well, if you do like the raw vibe as a viewer, it's like there's no wrong. So be yourself, basically. Don't feel like that there are set rules that will work the best. But I would say for me and the content I make, just don't waste the viewer's time. But in general, I would say there's no bad thing. You can't make a mistake, because if you guys are building your own personality here, that will work. There's a lot of stuff happening.
There we go.
Well, thank you for your time. I think
everybody
we have to leave it off on that note. I think we're getting booted from our current position. We're currently in a hotel in London right now, and we're using up like the 24th floor. So they need to clean up and do shit, and we're kind of right in the middle. So Stan Brownie, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for...
All these influencers always in the way.
Just
we
annoying,
appreciate
man.
your time.
Yeah,
And,
thanks for your time. Thanks for your workout. Thanks for being here, man.
Thank you for smashing the workout, and thank you guys for having me. Make sure to subscribe to these guys. Get them to 200K at least.
Thank
At
you. I
least,
appreciate that.
Subscribe.
Thank you.
Also, let's get him to 20. That's
20
the next
mil.
goal?
So just 20
We
subscribers.
gotta do 20
Just
mil.
20 mil.
20 mil. 20 mil. 20 million. That will be the next goal. I know it's insane. Probably too high aim, but gotta aim high.
All right.
Always aim
That's
high.
good.
Thank you guys.
Final words, whatever you want to say. If you have anything to plug or what you want to tell the audience, take us out.
Stick to your routine. Get your workouts in. Drink your water.
Boom.
Boom. And that's it, guys.
See you, nerds.
See you, nerds.